How powerful is the Great Jinn exactly? Not only does it have over 100 late-stage nascent soul cultivators stationed across its territory, but even the top figure of the human realm, Xianxia, hails from this land. The strength of even a single major sect in the Great Jinn surpasses that of the entire Tianan cultivation world. In the cultivation landscape of Tianan and the Sea of Chaos stars, any sect with a nascent soul cultivator can already be considered a top-tier power. Late-stage nascent soul cultivators, in particular, are usually the leaders of such sects, with combat strength capable of determining the outcome of wars. Yet such elite-level power is nothing worth mentioning in the Great Jinn, where nascent soul cultivators are as common as martial artists. It is normal for an ordinary sect in the Great Jinn to have over a dozen nascent soul cultivators, and even having several late-stage nascent soul cultivators is not unusual. As for the top sects, they are led by cultivators at the soul transformation stage. For example, the Tianmo sect is overseen by Old Devil Hu, while the Tianyi sect is protected by Old Ghost Bai. Even more astonishing is that these top sects have not only soul transformation cultivators but also 3 to 4 late-stage nascent soul cultivators, along with dozens more at the early and mid-stages. It's no exaggeration to say that the strength of a single top sect in the Great Jinn rivals the entirety of Tianan's cultivation world. The power gap is so vast that Tianan and the Sea of Chaos stars cannot even begin to compare. This alone proves the Great Jinn's dominant status in the cultivation world of the human realm. Moreover, the Great Jinn's strength lies not only in the number and level of its cultivators but also in its unparalleled cultivation resources. The region boasts vast and fertile inland cultivation areas and an overseas realm rich in resources, providing cultivators with abundant support. Each of the Great Jinn's top sects occupies a vast and resource-rich location, and most have existed for over 10,000 years, with deep-rooted foundations far beyond the reach of newly risen factions in Tianan. In contrast, Tianan's cultivation world has long been monopolized by 4 major powers. Cultivators there are constantly embroiled in wars with the Mulan people over limited territory, with no stable environment to cultivate or develop their sects. Ironically, even the major war on Tianan's border was secretly manipulated by the Yinluo sect of the Great Jinn. In order to repair their sect's treasured artifact, the Ghost Luo sale, the Yinluo sect ruthlessly escalated the war just to collect the souls of fallen cultivators. Their vicious methods indirectly reveal the strength and ambition of the Great Jinn sects. Additionally, the #1 dungeon in the human realm, Kunwu Mountain, is located within the Great Jinn. This dungeon is a treasure trove for cultivators, containing not just 2 supreme-grade spirit treasures, but also countless rare items. Each treasure here is highly practical, unlike the largely ornamental Vague Sky Cauldron. Even a single item from Kunwu Mountain can spark a bloody storm in the cultivation world. Compared to the famed Vague Sky Palace dungeon in the Sea of Chaos stars, Kunwu Mountain holds an absolute advantage in both the quantity and quality of treasures. When Han Li was still at the early nascent soul stage, he was cursed with the sinister soul sealing spell after Nangong Wan was ambushed by the 4th elder of the Yinluo sect. Seeking a cure, he set off for the Great Jinn. Along the way, he encountered the highly skilled Dr. Mo. The two had a pleasant exchange during a transaction. Dr. Mo not only shared his insights on breaking through to the soul transformation stage but also invited Han Li to serve as his protector during the breakthrough attempt. Han Li assumed it was a mutually beneficial collaboration, but unexpectedly, after Dr. Mo failed in his attempt, he turned on Han Li and colluded with several nascent soul elders from the Zhaojigogong sect in an attempt to seize the Vague Sky Cauldron from him. Despite being outnumbered, Han Li fearlessly fought back, using his superior techniques and rich combat experience to slay Dr. Mo and all the nascent soul elders. As a result, Zhaojigogong, once a dominant force in the Great Jinn, was severely weakened and began to decline. This battle also marked Han Li's debut display of power in the Great Jinn's cultivation world. After successfully reaching the late nascent soul stage, Han Li returned to the Great Jinn to refine the spatial magic treasure, the Red Soul Banner, and to take revenge on the Yinluo sect. This time, he did not keep a low profile. Upon arriving at the sect's gates, he directly struck down the Yinluo sect's late-stage nascent soul leader. After gaining control over the sect's internal restrictions, he swiftly captured and eliminated over a dozen of the sect's powerful nascent soul elders, thereby completely eradicating the ancient sect that had lasted over 10,000 years. Han Li's destruction of the Yinluo sect soon drew the attention of Xianxia, the top cultivator in the human realm. Sheng warned Han Li that his current strength was comparable to a soul transformation cultivator and that he should no longer act freely in the human realm to avoid disrupting the balance of power. Shortly thereafter, Sheng invited Han Li to attend the wedding ceremony of the Tianmo sect's soul transformation cultivator, Old Devil Hu. To Han Li's shock, The bride-to-be was none other than Ziling, someone he had long held feelings for. To save her, Han Li stood firmly in her defense, daring to take a full-force strike from a soul transformation cultivator. To everyone's astonishment, Han Li emerged nearly unscathed, stunning all the cultivators present and proving his overwhelming strength. In the end, he successfully rescued Ziling by offering the Extinction Pearl and other valuable resources in exchange. From his initial journey to the Great Jin in search of a cure, to destroying the Yinluo sect with his own strength, and finally enduring the strike of a soul transformation expert, every step of Han Li's path was fraught with challenge, driving him to continually surpass himself. His defiance against power and unwavering resolve left a deep impression. In short, the Great Jin was not only a trial ground for Han Li but also a treasure trove of opportunities that paved the way for his future ascent to even greater heights.